My dad was, he was an extraordinary man. He was 87, but he'd been working in Africa until about a year before. He got married about 4 months, 5 months before he died. And he just loved people. And he was one of a kind. One night he just couldn't breathe and he fell down going to the toilet in the middle of the night. They had to call the ambulance. And he was admitted to Sandwell, and he had bilateral pneumothoraces, and he essentially had metastatic spread from the undiagnosed tumour in his lungs. But it was difficult because no one really wanted to say that to him because he didn't know he got cancer. So they stuck chest drains in, and so he was seen by acute medical doctors and geriatricians. They were trying to get him out, and trying to sort of say, well, we'll get the chest drains in, and then the pneumothoraces will seal, and then you'll be able to go home. And he did that for a few days, and you could see he was deteriorating. He couldn't really eat, and he wasn't really saying much. He couldn't get around the ward much, and although there were lots of people coming around to see him, nobody was actually communicating with him about what was going on. What changed things for the better was senior doctors taking stock of the situation, which, to be honest, didn't take very long to do. Yeah, this guy's clearly dying, isn't he? Let's go ahead and treat him as if that's what's going on, and treat the family as if that's what's going on, and stop pretending, actually, if I'm honest, that everything's all right. For my family, talking honestly to my father and to us about death made all the difference, because it took away the angst and the fear and the uncertainty from our minds, and from the relationship we were having in the hospital with people who weren't giving him what he needed, frankly. And when that conversation was had, it was a moment of epiphany for me, because I couldn't quite believe how quickly people could change in how they dealt with him. They suddenly had something to do. The nurses, the doctors knew how to treat a man who was dying once they decided that he was dying. You saw the strength of their compassion coming through. So the level of kindness, if you like, was different. The symptom control, the attention to what was needed in the moment. There was a patience with us. It was a genuine sense of kindness, which made a huge difference to us in those last couple of days.